Eve says. https://vdo.ninja.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. Ooh, nice sunny and warm day today for me. Haven't seen many of these in a long time. 20 degrees. I think it's like the third or fourth time that we hit 20 degrees Celsius this year. Yeah, it's been a long winter. So anyways, let's get to do some Le Mans practice before the race. Hopefully you guys like my new overlays. Away we go. Still trying to get used to this Ferrari. This area here can still be treacherous if I grab too much of that curb. So my car is spinning out. That's why I need to practice, folks. So yeah, rather than braking, downshifting seems the safest bet there.
Justin Slim Friesen says, afternoon.
Good afternoon, Justin. How are you today?
Justin Slim Friesen says, good. Justin Slim Friesen says, you?
I'm good. Practicing here for the upcoming race. Oh. Gonna do it one last time while it's still up, I guess. So what are you up to today? Are you gonna come to the practice tonight? I know that you have a habit of not doing those. But you always say it's because you don't like to be in the Discord with a lot of people, but you can still do it without going into the Discord. Okay.
Justin Slim Friesen says, feels to me like there's no point in joining those if you're not in VC, so I'd rather do my own thing.
Well, I have seen you a couple of times in there. But the race can be fun too. I finished Paul's Ferrari this morning. It was was like, why doesn't it look more like the one I sent you? It's because it's not the same car. How's an LMP2 from 2020? Yeah, well, the cars that kind of look the most like it kind of still be either the Alpine or the LMP3s. He wants it on a Ferrari, so okay. That's the best I can do on a Ferrari.
Justin Slim Friesen says, what race? That is just FN round disguised as a race. LOL.
Well, the guys take it pretty seriously. Whoa!
Justin Slim Friesen says, just not my thing, man.
That's okay. Man. Gotta take it slow, slow, slow. What's the map here? I think I can use more map. There's a lot of corners on this track, contrary to, let's say, Silverstone, where you have a bunch of straights. Not many straights here. Turning, turning, and more turning. So I was watching a bit of Ash yesterday. Honestly, looking at his little picture, I couldn't even tell if it was a girl or a guy. But yeah, it is a guy, I know, I know. Just saying. Why does he have it so small? Well, that's the Ash you were talking about. I think you were talking about him a while back. And you hadn't seen him in a long time. Not many people stream hypercard.
Justin Slim Friesen says, yeah, the overlays and general layout is a bit much. I agree.
Well, I got overlays out of the Yazoos as well.
Justin Slim Friesen says, but he likes it.
Not many streamers are hypercard drivers. The only one I've seen regularly is Alex Kai. And I don't like him. I mean, not bad or nothing, I just... can't watch him for too long. He's a lot faster than I am, though. Okay, well, I closed the ducts even more. I'm still struggling to get some heat in these tires.
Justin Slim Friesen says, and Michi Hoyer, the OG RF2 and LMU streamer.
Really? I've never come across him. YouTube are not pushing hypercars to me. Notice I put in the clock there for the remainder of the session time. Okay, I'm still gonna... oh, rear tires are good. Okay.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I did. LOL.
No, you were right. You know, you have all these overlay thingies, you figure that, okay, well, it's got to be there somewheres. Until somebody points it out that, hey, there's no time remaining for the race. Oh, 18 minutes. I could have practiced for a bit longer. Oh, well. I don't want to go on wet tires. Guess I'm not gonna have much of a choice here. There's a couple of things in the overlays that rub me the wrong way, though. Like, I'm trying to make them bigger so that I can read them easier. But sometimes I kind of want to remove lines. Like, I don't need 15 of these position thingies, and I don't need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could have 5 of these. And the relatives, but no, it won't allow me to remove 2 of those lines. It will on the standings, it just won't do it in the relatives. I'm wondering if I should just switch those around to be able to make it a bit bigger. Yeah, it's time to consider dry tires. I know, I know. I almost did a race yesterday in the McLaren. The race that I hosted, was it last night? Or yesterday afternoon? Initially there was no hypercars. I was the only hypercar in the race, so I figured, okay, let's switch over to McLaren. As soon as I got into the server with the McLaren, 4 other hypercars had joined, so I'm like, okay, let's switch back. With 1 minute to go. I had a good first half of that race. It was really good. Up until I had to ban that guy that was causing havoc for everybody. That cost me a big 30 seconds, if not more. So now I'm going to try to host, if I do host a race, I'll try it from the streaming PC. That way I could have it open and faster access to the drivers and menu to disqualify them.
Ashleaf24 says, there.
Hey, there he is. We were talking about you. How are you today?
Justin Slim Friesen says, sup Ash. Ashleaf24 says, in the GD.
Yeah, I've gone a bit crazy with the overlays. Came for the traces and now I got it plastered everywhere.
Ashleaf24 says, hey Slim. Ashleaf24 says, what did I miss?
Well, so far nothing. Just practicing before the race starts in 12 minutes. On wet tires, because I can't be bothered to warm up dry tires. Just trying to get used to the track again. Been doing a lot of Silverstone lately.
Justin Slim Friesen says, BTW Ash. A long time ago I sent a friend request on iRacing. Not sure if it's still open.
Yeah, you guys could maybe team up and do some endurance stuff.
Ashleaf24 says, I'll check when I finish practice in Road America.
That's another fun track. That's what this game needs, a lot more tracks. Yeah, I get you, dude.
Justin Slim Friesen says, yeah, I'll send a team invite as well. So we can do team events. If you ever feel like it, that is. Shaolin Monk 91 says, hello.
Hey, hello Shaolin, long time no see.
Ashley24 says, but I'll need to practice to more, though I still need to learn the handling of these GT3s. iRacing is different compared to LMU.
So I've been told, but I can't afford iRacing, so it's gonna be on the back burner for a while. Kinda wanna upgrade my equipment.
Says, fair enough.
And so Nux Gaming have also told me I wouldn't have to wait much longer for the KS Pro wheel. They weren't specific though. Oh, is it 2 weeks? Is it a week? Is it a couple of days? I've been checking the inventory every couple of days for the past 3 months. Ever since people started receiving them. Ooh, dang it. Okay, I think my tires are getting a bit too toasty. Yeah, these wet tires are way too hot now. Yeah, when the GTs are catching up to me, it's time to come to the pits. Where's the speed limiter? Dang it. Okay, I'm not even gonna make it to the speed limiter. Ooh, did I lose a wheel? I lost a wheel. There we go. It was funny. And I was still coming in too fast. Whoa. Okay, let's get out of this. I've also been struggling with the idea of getting a new base. But everybody kind of recommends at least an R21, which they're not given. Dang it. They're bloody expensive. And I love living in the country, seeing tractors go by all day long. Oh, any Canadians in here? Eric Garda. I've seen him a couple of times, that name. But yeah, he's not going to be in my split. So people are leaving hypercars.
Ashleaf24 says, I went back, I realized you were talking about my overlays.
Well, I wasn't. I was more referring to your small picture in the corner.
Justin Slim Friesen says, LOL.
Even when I put you on full screen, it doesn't do nothing. But hey, to each their own. Thing is that I don't do iRacing, and between Glenn and you, I'm kind of tired of watching iRacing.
Ashleaf24
GTs.
says, oh sorry lol, I wanted to keep the overlays clean, I'll try resize my webcam.
Nah, I mean, you know, if that's the way you want to go. It's just that we can't even see your lips move when you're talking and stuff, you know? Like when I take a smokescreen break, you can have a picture, and it's so small that I don't know if
Justin
it's...
Slim Friesen says, it's tough to try and maximize viewing areas and still have all the info.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, I've been struggling with trying to find a combination that suits me and everybody else, which you can never please everybody. So, but yeah, I'm tired of watching GTs. on iRacing. So what I'll do is I'll have it in the background, listen to the conversation while I'm doing other stuff. It's hard to find
Justin Slim
hypercar
Friesen
streamers.
says, unfortunately, you always got to make compromises.
Well, actually, you know, you kind of gave me an idea that maybe I could do the same thing and put a banner on the top and just squish a little bit or bring down my gaming area, because people probably don't need to see as much of the steering wheel and the dash and the cockpit and stuff. See more of the track and then put all the overlays on the top. But that wouldn't work either because my overlays are over the game. Oop, race is about to start. Let me hit the join button already.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I like the look of that, but it makes the game window too small. IMHO. Ashleaf24 says, I just don't want it to be messy. I try limit overlays.
Well, I kind of agree, like,
Justin Slim Friesen says, works really good for ultra-wides though.
I kind of would like to have less overlays. But then you have people like Justin, like, how much time is remaining to the race? Can I see the relatives? Can I see the standings?
Justin Slim Friesen
Can
says,
I see this? Can I see
I'm trying
that?
to clean up the overlays myself, Ash.
Because I can't read all these small letters. So having all these overlays with little letters is useless to me because I can't read nothing. So that's why I went with these overlays, because I can make the fonts a little bit bigger so I can read them. But it's still too much information for this old dude. Especially that I am not really a good driver, so I'm just trying to stay on the track.
Justin Slim Friesen says, LOL. Jeeps. The in-game overlays in LMU are more than enough. Ashleaf24 says, I do understand. Hopefully iRacing with its new UI I can rearrange some essentials.
Yes, it's more than enough, but I can't read nothing. All the fonts are too small. Oh, it did load up my tires for once. Half the time it won't even load the tires properly.
Justin Slim Friesen says, yup. At least in iRacing you can move the overlays wherever you want.
Well, you can also in Rensport and you know, some other titles. And it's something that has been asked of LMU for quite some time.
Ashleaf24 says, I would be nice LMU had a feature that you customized the HUD.
Exactly. At least change the fonts so I can read it. And be able to rearrange them so you can have like large fonts, but I would put them on the side screens. Which actually I could probably do with tiny pedals, but then people wouldn't see any of the information they want. I'm not going to qualify. I'm just going to start from last place. So that means I got 7 minutes to set up a smoke screen. Because Dale told me if I use wet tires here to do my qualifying, and during the race if I need to switch tires, I'll be stuck with 4 wets since we only have 8 tires. So I'm kind of opting for not qualifying now anymore.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Say that again.
If I use wet tires during qualifying, then it counts as my 8 tires. So if during the race, for whatever reason, I lose a wheel or something and I need to go into the pits to change my tire, I'm going to be stuck with wets. Since I started with 4 slicks. And I used the wets in the qualifying. But apparently during a...
Justin Slim Friesen says. Really? That's odd.
But if it's a wet race, apparently the wets don't count as a tire count. I couldn't understand much of that, but... Apparently practice is one thing, you can use whatever tires you want in practice, but when you get to qualifying, it counts as your 8 tires. So whatever tires you use in qualifying, and you change them.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Okay. I think I get the logic there. Ashleaf24 says. I've never mixed up tires on high before, lol, it feels weird, so I keep the same.
Well, I would kind of agree with you. The reason why I kind of mixed them here is because that front tire wears out a lot faster and runs a lot hotter. Like, the left front will run 10 degrees hotter than the right. So if I want the right tire at 80 degrees, then this one will probably run 90, which is borderline melting it. If you go to 91, 93, it'll be too warm for a medium tire. And I don't want to run them at 70 degrees. So this one would be at 70 and this one would be at 80. You know, 80 would be nice.
2488 says. Hey.
But the one at 70, you know, would be a little bit too cold. Hello, Pookie.
Ashleaf24 says. Can't you increase the TP using the left medium?
What do you mean by TP? Is that the temperature? Unfortunately, the duct blanking here, I can't set it independently from the front left to the front right. Otherwise, I would run...
Ashleaf24 says. Yes, tire pressure.
Oh, tire pressure. Maybe. I've tried running different pressures in the past, especially on the McLaren at Interlagos. I did a couple of tests there, but it was helping like for 1 or 2 degrees. I need 10 degrees and also I can't lower the pressures. I can only go higher.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Wow. Ash. It is recommended to always run min pressures on LMU, same as iRacing.
I did play a little bit with it, but it was helping for like 1 or 2 degrees. It wasn't enough.
Ashleaf24 says, "Oh, okay."
Oh, and I'm hiding the tires here on top of that because of my picture. I think I'm always hiding something. You can't see my right tire, my left tire. I'm just noticing that. Oh, well, you can kind of see it here.
Justin Slim Friesen says, "The loss of grip and pace aren't worth the saving on tire wear."
Well, true. But sometimes I host some races at 3 times the tire wear. And it also creates 3 times the flat spot if you do lock up your brakes or stuff. So, yeah, 1 flat spot and the car's undrivable, so I'm trying to get used to running all hards now too. For as much as possible.
Ashleaf24 says, "Especially on P2 when you lock up."
But for these 1-hour races at single tire wear, I should be okay with this. I'm just running the hard here because it manages the higher temperatures better.
Justin Slim Friesen says, "And, from what I've learned over the years, that's the same IRL. Any series that enforces a minute tire pressure, all teams will just run the mints."
Okay. Do I have a full set of fuel here? Yes, I do. I'll up the motor map, though. I don't think 80 is nearly enough. I'm not fast enough. I tend to brake more than I accelerate. Ooh, 133. Okay. Still quite fast.
Justin Slim Friesen says, "BRB. Moving to TV."
Ugh. Okay, so I'm good for 46 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bump up the motor map a bit. Let's try not to pit. Wish me luck, because I'm gonna need it. Just to avoid all the crashes. That'll make or break a race. Oh, is there a hypercar behind me as well? Dang it. Or maybe not.
Justin Slim Friesen says. GLHF.
Thank you. Well, if I have a little bit of luck at the beginning, then maybe I can have some fun. Everybody's still on cold tires. Yeah, I was afraid that guy was gonna do a cannonball run. Dang it. Whoa, dang it. Come on, turn around, car. No. I like the Ferrari, but it's not as safe as the Peugeot. Come on. You wanted to go, go. I don't like having red flags behind me, especially when he was weaving like that. Okay, more motor map. Let's max it out. Why is he going crooked all over the place? What is this guy doing? Like, I was more than polite to let him go through, but... Okay. Well, that's not gonna happen again, buddy. I would need to make this car a little bit safer. Which kinda doesn't work with Ferrari. Making a safe Ferrari? Is that even possible? Ooh, my motor map is way too high. Ooh, dude. I think he changed his tires and came out on cold tires. Man, I don't race for a podium. I just race to stay alive and avoid all the accidents. I'm gonna get some track limits. You guys have gotten quiet all of a sudden. Like, no cursing me out for losing all these positions at the start of the race after having such a great start. I'm still hoping some of the guys in front will get into some accidents. Whoa, dude. Okay, thank you. It's so stressful. Seems like all the races this week are going to be on Silverstone. My tomorrow night's race is going to be on Silverstone. ZRL are practicing Silverstone tonight for Thursday's Silverstone race. Oh man, that hypercar was reckless. Did he just take out the GT as well?
Justin Slim Friesen says. So, have you decided what car you're gonna stick with yet?
Not really, but yes, probably the Ferrari. If I can make it a little bit safer. Like, I know I'm neutralizing the advantages of the car by making it safer. Besides, I don't have to stick to any one car. Simulation allows you to change cars in between weeks. And even ZRL, I mean, the penalty would be not to qualify if I change cars. So, if I don't qualify, then I can change cars every week.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Same as any car. Safer to drive equals less potential for the car.
But I rather, you know, lose 1 second a lap, even 2, instead of spinning out and losing 20, 30.
Justin Slim Friesen says. But the driver is different. Safer setup often means faster on reality.
But I still need to get used to it, so...
Justin Slim Friesen says. The key is to find your balance. Each driver will be a bit different.
Yep, definitely. So my mind's not 100% made up, but pretty much 95% sticking with this Ferrari. And the reasons are going to be super stupid. Like, I like having that flag monitor right above my wheel. For the blue flags, red flags, yellow flags. It's like in the Peugeot, it's all the way to the right somewhere, and it'll be hidden by my overlays. Wow, there's a lot of red GT drivers here. Really? You're gonna cut in front of me?
Justin Slim Friesen says. I get that. Cockpit can make or break a car for sure.
Well, strangely enough, it was the reason why I didn't go with the Corvette when I first started the game. I was really looking forward to trying the car out, get into the cockpit, see the 3 pieces of windshield, and I'm like, nope, got out of it, went into the Ferrari, the rest is history.
Justin Slim Friesen says. I remember that. LOL.
You know, so... Ooh, this guy's going all over the place again. Because honestly, this car is a little bit too nervous for me. And I mean, the turbos are squealing, the brakes are squealing. I always expect the kittens to jump all over this car trying to grab the mice. But it's 4-wheel drive like the Peugeot. It accelerates better. The brakes are better. I can stop shorter and with... I mean, I'm not locking them up that much. It's better on brakes, better on acceleration, so that's kind of my weak spots. I tend to brake way too early, and even when I brake late, I still managed to somehow stay on the track. Whereas in the Peugeot, I just go straight through because I don't have the power to brake. But the Peugeot's a much safer car handling wise. So I don't know what this car needs exactly to be a little bit safer. Less rate, more packers. Maybe. More rear wing, I don't know, to keep that rear planted. Oh, somebody did pull out. I'm in 5th now. Oh, we got that purple stupid guy behind me again. The guy that crashes into everybody. There you go, buddy. It's like 2 laps down and crashing into everything. Not really sure I want him in front of me crashing into everybody. Is he on the controller on top of that? Well, Mustang, don't know what you're doing. You kind of want to let me go, but then you kind of change your mind. I guess he was imitating the guy in front of him. And also I don't like the look of the Ferrari from a livery standpoint. It's not an easy car to find something I like with it. Like the Peugeot just flows. This one is different. Oh, how did I end up in 4th already? Are they stopping in the pits?
Justin Slim Friesen says. Interesting. The body lines don't suit your eyes, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Why, you like it better? You find that the design is nicer than the Peugeot? I just haven't found something that, you know, like Porsches, McLarens and stuff, you can make them pop. This one, I'm not feeling it. I mean, I don't hate the livery that I have on it, but... Okay, are people stopping in the pits? Seems
Justin
like...
Slim Friesen says. The stock paint, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like the stock Peugeots. They're really bad. But it's a nice canvas to work on. This Ferrari has so many little parts, and even two connecting parts, they're like not, the dimensions aren't 1-to-1. So if I'm trying to put a bottle on two pieces, not only do I have to cut it, but I also have to resize it because the mapping isn't uniform. He's gonna cut me off here? No? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna need like 30% maybe.
Justin Slim Friesen says. In fact, I think the Ferrari might be the best looking of the stock paints. I know it's kind of plain, but it works, and looks great IMHO.
Well, I also did one for the 2026 livery, and yes, I kind of agree. And believe it or not, it's kind of what I'm using here. Except I don't use the red and yellow that Ferrari uses. But it's pretty basic and pretty uninspiring. It works, yes, but I wouldn't call it a work of art. It's like, okay, we have a flat spot here, let's put some racing lines. Oh, okay. Haven't Ferrari won all 4 races so far this year?
Justin Slim Friesen says, I keep loading up GIMP to make the SFL livery. Stare at it for a couple minutes, give up and start driving. LOL.
For which car? Oh, I think that was the Formula 2 thingy that you were telling me. Something light. I don't know. Are you trying to use the
Justin Slim Friesen says, SFL. Super Formula Lights.
So you like trying to use the things from your McLaren and put it white with green on it?
Justin Slim Friesen says, yup.
Okay, well you can always send me the file. Nope, dude is catching up to me. Oh, he must be way down because I don't think I lost a spot there. Or maybe I was in third and he came out of the pits and caught up. But if you could put it like white on black or dark gray or something so that I know. Sometimes you look at UV maps and everything's black and I don't know where the wireframe is.
Justin Slim Friesen says, it's no big deal. I don't really care about liveries that much anyways. Not like I can see it while I'm driving. LOL.
Why is there yellow here? Oh, I was in third because, okay. So he did come out of the pits with cold tires and is getting himself into trouble here. Well, I know that you can't, but like when we are racing together, I know that it's you just by your livery. So even though you can't see your livery, you can still recognize who's coming up on you and whatnot. Which for me, who doesn't read all the relatives and stuff, makes it a lot easier. Who's next to me, who's in front, who's behind. If I see GC on the track, I'll be extra careful not to wreck his race. But if I see Dale, I don't give a hoot. Is that being mean? Like Dale does it on purpose. He will cut you off and stuff and stuff.
Justin Slim Friesen says, LOL.
Are you going outside or inside? He kind of hesitated there for a second.
Justin Slim Friesen says, oh yeah, don't get me wrong. I like custom liveries. I'm just not as obsessed with them as some guys I know.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with them. If you do not have a custom livery, I have no respect for you. You're just an average Joe playing a sim racing game. And you don't take it seriously enough. Then again, I understand that it's behind a paywall, so be it. I can't afford iRacing, so I can understand people not being able to afford getting a premium thing just to be able to use liveries. Just saying that. I'd rather people have liveries. Didn't I come across this Mustang already not too long ago? Yeah, when the blue flag appears, you should lift in a straight to allow for an easier transition, but people don't do that. It's one thing to keep your racing line, it's another thing to facilitate a safe transition. It's not all on the passing car, the responsibility. But yes, try to find a safer spot to do it. And I'll try to pass you as cleanly and as fastly as possible, but especially on this track where it's all corners and the straights are not that long, people can facilitate the transition without losing too much time. And it's funny because I see GC and he doesn't believe that. He's like, nope, the hypers should be passing me without me having to lose a fraction of a second in my lap times. That guy is still all over the track. Okay, something's flashing. Am I gonna have to come in shortly? Maybe the next lap? I think I see some purple there, some pink. Okay, next lap, we're coming in. Hopefully I won't lose too much time. Ooh, I hate going in the grass here. Dang it, that's gonna cost me quite a bit of time. Who cares? See, that's why I hate reading stuff all over the place. As soon as I take my eyes off the road, even if I just glimpse off of it, coming back to it, it's like my brain can't judge the distances or nothing. It takes me another 10 seconds to adapt to the track again. Okay, hopefully this time I don't hit the wall coming in. Yes, I'm coming in way too slow, too fast, but...
Justin Slim Friesen says, I struggle with that as well.
Lost one place, gonna lose another.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I lose so much pace when trying to set up my pit stop.
And I need to remember my tires are cold now. Whoa, what is he doing? I'm coming out of the pits with cold tires, dude. I won't be able to pass you that fast. Oh, the guy in front of me hasn't come to the pits yet. He's not going to have enough to go the distance. I might get back up to fourth. And see, if I hadn't spun out at the beginning of the race, I'd be a lot closer to number 2, or number 3. But that energy thing really made my life a lot easier. Like, I'm probably putting in too much extra, but not having to calculate everything. Because okay, says I need 20, I'll put in 30 to be safe. That's it, that's all, let's go. That, the battery, and tire temperatures is all I need. And a display to display the flags. I'm good with that. Okay, so you'll let the GT go through, but you won't let me go through. Alright. My cat's trying to get my attention by hanging around my pedals. That's getting annoying. Whoa, dude. He did not want to let me pass. Is this guy coming out of the pits? Dang, he didn't stay long in the pits. Dang it. I was hoping to get back that position, but so that is the guy in front of me. Okay. I thought that was the guy that we lapped a couple of times already. One of those that was driving like he was on a controller or something. See, this is where, you know, making it safer, losing a second or two per lap. Would have been better than losing that 20-second spin out thing, you know. Okay, you know, maybe doing 30 some laps, 2 seconds per lap, comes to more than 20-second spin outs. I don't really think I would lose a second or two because I'm already that slow. I think my times would just be as consistent. Consistently slow. Ooh.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I wonder what the second last column on the standings is referencing.
On the standings, 6, 7, 6. I don't know. I'd have to check it. I would say like positions gained.
Justin Slim Friesen says, yeah, that.
I'll have to look it up. Ooh, I don't want to touch the grass. See how hard it is for me when I look elsewhere and then come back? It takes a really long time for me to get used to the distances again. Stuff that happens in old age that doesn't happen when you're 16-year-old, you know. Oh, is this the last lap, or am I heading towards the final? Last lap. 1 lap to go. Okay. Well, I'm happy with my race. Started from last. And hey, I was in second place for a short while. I knew it wasn't gonna last. Because I'm not that fast of a driver, but avoiding all those accidents was good. Oh, thank you.
Justin Slim Friesen says, GG.
Why is it not letting me exit though? There we go. Now it did. Ooh. So only 2 of them did not finish. Wow. This is actually one of the races with The least amount of DNFs I've ever seen since I've been doing hypercars. Usually half to 2/3 of them have DNF'd. And my big kitty cat here wants to go for a walk. Okay, everybody finished? Good game, guys. Yep, it was. Except for the crazy start. People forget that their tires are not warmed up. I gained 5 positions. What? I lost driver rank? Really? And Kevin Shamu, is that the Mercedes that did not want to let me pass? I was expected to finish 4th. Really? Oh, well. Well, this is a fun track to race on, nonetheless. I enjoy this. I enjoy racing here. Not as fun as Silverstone, but still a great track. BMW, Genesis. The Genesis are really fast in this game compared to real
Justin
life.
Slim Friesen says, I really like Catalunya.
I don't know how many times I let this guy pass me, though. Man, he was all over the place. The guy in the Toyota. See how much slower I am to these guys, though? My fastest lap was 136. These guys are 132s, 133s. I'm 3 seconds off. I can afford to make the car a little bit safer. And then maybe I'll be in confidence to throw it into the corners like certain tracks. But okay. Well, Justin, thank you for keeping me company. Glad to see that Ash stopped by and said hellos. Shaolin Monk didn't stay for very long, nor did Pookie, but they never stay for very long. Oh well. So,
Justin Slim Friesen says, alright. Later. Dalarodman Jair says, I'm here too, just quiet lol.
oh, Dale, hello, and thank you for stopping by. So did you hear when we were talking about you then? I don't think I'll be streaming this evening. I think I'll go to the practice and get on Discord with them, which kind of would be annoying if I
Justin
were to
Slim
bring
Friesen
my
says, Dale here's all.
be annoying to bring my text-to-speech bot in there. So, okay.
Dalarodman Jair says, LMAO.
LMAO. Okay, gonna go for a walk. Like I said, I don't think I'll be streaming the practice tonight. Even though I'm not registered for the championship or the tournament, it's specified that you don't have to be to join the practice. But yeah, Dale, I hovered over the hours and stuff, and it says the 22nd of January.